What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack live here in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. You know, man, going through the weekend. I hope your weekend is going well. Hope everything is going good with you guys. I thought I'd come in, man, and, tell you what I'm thinking about, what's been happening uh, since yesterday. First things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation. Salute to the Unfiltered fam. Salute to the Mod Squad. Salute to the Goons. Run the likes up. Keep the likes of 50% of the audience, man. Last but not least, make sure you tip your bartender, and also, you guys, make sure you're re-hitting that notification bell. Even if you've done it before, this month, YouTube has changed the algorithm, and you're gonna have to go back there. And if you're not getting the notifications, y'all, you're gonna have to go back and make that shit pop. All right, man. Like I said, I hope you guys are having a good day, man. Hope the weekend's going well. Okay. Just needed to really let you guys understand, man, that your boy Uncle Shaq has been really trying to figure out what is going to be happening with my money. Like this is really important, bro. Like, I really have been doing my homework. I really have been, crunching the numbers and figuring out where my money's going to be going now due to these tariffs, bro. And my thing is, if I know something, you guys are going to know something. That's just how I am, man. It's like, I'm not going to walk around here and have information and not pass it along to you guys. All right. And right now, man, this is the most important thing that's going on right now. There's nothing more important than this. NFL's not more important than this. Major League Baseball's not more important than this. NBA's not more important than this. Okay, outside of your family and your job, this is the most important thing out here. Ain't nothing else, there ain't nothing more important than this. I don't care what you guys are talking about. I don't care what you want to talk about. I don't care if you want to talk what you're interested in. This is more important than anything, man. This money situation and these tariffs and how it's going to affect you. And there is no avoiding it. There is no I'm not political. There is no I didn't vote. Oh, there is no I don't do this and that. You walk outside your door, bro. It's affecting you. You put gas in your car, it's affecting you. You go buy some food, it's affecting you. You go, any of your bills, anything you got going on. You want to go buy something. You want to go buy a television. You want to go buy a brand new watch. Anything you do affects you. Because I've had people telling me, "Oh, Shaq, man, it's not, I ain't affecting me, man." Oh, okay, man. You keep running around here thinking that, dog. All right, we're definitely going to talk about it over here. Okay, this is a lifestyle channel. I know y'all want to talk about what you guys want to talk about, but we got to talk about this. This is going to be a continuing subject, one of the many subjects as far as everything that needs to be discussed, man. And I'm telling you, this thing is deeper than you think. Like, people don't understand what the tariff means. People think, oh, well, that's the countries are going to be paying for it. No, the countries are going to pay for it, but guess what they're going to do? They're going to raise it up on you. So I did some more research today, man, because yesterday, on a Friday, wherever you were, whatever you were doing, whether you were at Applebee's, whether you were on OnlyFans, whether you were at the bowling alley, or wherever you was at, dog, the strip club, yesterday was the first day here at the ports of LA, one of the major ports here in this country. You got the port of LA, port of San Francisco and Oakland here in the Bay Area, the port of San Diego, and then you go around the others, go down in the Gulf Coast area, down in that area, Houston, all down in there, all in the Gulf area, all down in Miami, all the way up to New York. They started collecting that 10% tax yesterday. So these products that were coming into the country, how you get stuff, they were getting taxed. As soon as they pulled up with the boat, they was having to come out the pocket. That extra 10%, depending on where you at, gotta come off right now. So the whole squeeze has begun. Started yesterday, dog. Started yesterday. All right. So what do we need to do if we don't want to pay these tariffs? I'm about to tell you what you better do. Okay. I'm about to tell you what you better do. Right? It's right here. We went over it yesterday in regards to my beloved sneaker collection. All right. That's on this list. That's one of the biggest things that's going to be costing. We discussed it yesterday. If you missed that live yesterday, go back to that. So I'm not gonna mention that. I might just mention it a little bit. All right. But here's the things that you may think it ain't affecting you, but this is how it's going to affect you. Number one, clothing. Okay. Your clothes, bro. Your daughter's clothes, your son's clothes, whoever's clothes it is that you got to pay for. All right. These are the biggest ones: Target, H&M, and the Gap. All right. Those companies all have those clothes are manufactured in China, in Vietnam, in Bangladesh, and any of the other Chinese countries like Taiwan and Singapore. Any of those, it's gonna go up, bruh. Now you may not understand if I say the Gap. You're thinking, oh, I don't shop at the Gap. Okay. Do you shop at Old Navy? Do you shop at Banana Republic? Do you shop at Athleta? Those companies are owned by the Gap. So you may not go to the Gap, but if you go to Old Navy to go get your son a shirt, get your son a shirt ready for school or whatever, that's the Gap. So 21% increase because off the top is what they're expected to charge more for everything that's in those stores, because the countries that they manufacture the clothes in, India, Indonesia, Bangladesh, 37% tariff from Donald Trump and the United States. 37%. All right. That's going to be passed along to you on top of the 21% that they're going to add. So that's like 58%. Okay. That's the first thing. Clothes. Where are your clothes being manufactured at? If it's being manufactured in China, it's being manufactured in Vietnam, Indonesia, India, Bangladesh, or any of those other countries, even in the UK. We'll get to that because I buy clothes from the UK. Okay, it's these right here, the main ones, it's going to cost you. Another thing, coffee, imported foods. There's a 10% baseline tariff on that. All right, where's coffee? Coffee is imported. It's usually imported from countries like Brazil and imported from which called not Rio de Janeiro, but those El Salvador and those countries that are down in South America. All right, so that's a baseline 10% tariff right there. Doesn't matter if we do good business with them, it's 10%. Okay, Argentina, it's another country, 10%. Okay, coffee's going up. Any imported foods are going up. You like salami sandwiches, you like all these imported cheeses, you like Parmesan, you like all these things, bro. Kamala olives, you like olive oil, any of this stuff, dog. 10% at the very minimum. Going up, dog. All right, going up. All right. The next thing, alcohol, European wines, alcohol, and beer. Oh, you laughing at the homie when he's drinking Budweiser? You're laughing at the homie because he's drinking he's drinking Bud Light. He's drinking Coors Light. He's drinking Miller Light. You know what I'm saying? Oh, those are fine. But if you want to drink a Beck's beer, you want to drink you Sedity, you want to drink some Guinness, you want to drink some real beer, what you guys would call real beer, Stella Artois if you're me, okay, Corona, all that's going up. All right, and it's going up in a big way. France is one of the biggest U.S. suppliers of alcohol to the U.S. Okay, one of the biggest suppliers. Hennessy, my cognac, Hennessy, you know what I'm saying, Remy Martin, all the stuff that I like to drink, man. Grey Goose, all of that. Champagne, if you're gonna be drinking some, drinking some real shit, not none of that damn shit you guys be buying, but some real stuff. Okay, you going over there, you getting you some Ace of Spades, you trying to get you some Moet. Oh, that's France, baby. That's all in the Champagne region of France. My favorite country that's not the United States. All right. That's going up right there. One of the biggest suppliers said this yesterday. Whether it be Douce or whatever you like to drink. They said they have anxiety right now because of they don't know how much Trump is going to continue to get them. So it's a 20% EU tariff on that right there. All right. They said it's going to be a serious blow to their wine industry. The wine industry in France, they said this is a serious blow. All right. So they're afraid that you guys are going to stop buying alcohol, that you're going to stop buying wine, that you're going to stop buying all these things, bro. Okay. Because they said they're going to have to charge, quote unquote, what buyers feel uncomfortable paying, quote unquote. That's what the France Wine Board, who oversees all the alcohol that's coming out of Cognac, France, out of the Champagne, France, all of those areas, everything you like to drink, if you like me, okay, they said that they're gonna might have to charge what buyers feel uncomfortable paying. All right. Also, when it comes to the beer, when it comes to the German beers you guys like, when it comes to the Fosters that you like down in Australia, when it comes to all of that, Trump has an aluminum tariff for the aluminum cans. All canned beer will have a price hike of 5%. That's imported. So even the can itself has a tariff. Do you understand what's going down? Do you guys understand, bro? Like, this is a can right here, bro. If this isn't made in the United States, where is this made at? Where's it? You better start reading stuff, bro. Where's this manufactured at? Let me look, see if I can see it here. Cincinnati, Ohio. I think I'm okay. Cincinnati, homie. Okay. The aluminum is being flagged for some loot. Now, I don't know whether or not these aluminum cans, when you turn them in, are going to be worth more, but I don't know. But I'm telling you now, you drinking aluminum things out the can, and you drinking them out the can. Like I used to drink Sapporo beer. I used to like drinking that. Japan. Yeah, that's going up, homie. Yeah, 5% just on the can, plus all of that. All right. So get ready, bro. So that's the next thing. And the next thing was really going to grind your gears. Electronics, iPhones, video game consoles. All right. Here's the funny thing. Almost all iPhones are made in China. Almost every iPhone that you're on is made in China. They are considered to be the worst offenders, according to Trump and this administration, when it comes to these tariffs. China is the worst offender, one of the most worst, out of everybody who do not pay what they weigh. You better not even thinking about go get a new iPhone, homie. You better have your insurance plan. When your screen breaks, you better go ahead and take it to the mall and see if they can put a new screen on your shit. Because that's a 26% tariff on that. Video game consoles include yesterday Nintendo announced that they're gonna pause on sending a Nintendo Switch 2 to this country because they need to access the potential impact of the tariff. All the video games, all the gaming systems, all of that, bruh. Plus the 46%, 46%, up to 46% ratio that China's getting. But your iPhone, dog, your iPhone is made in China. And that's the number one people that they say is the worst offenders out of everybody. All right. And last but not least, before I read you guys' comments, is Shein and Temu. You guys buy a lot of stuff from Shein and Temu, bro. You bought that lace bra set from there, dog. Okay. And right now, now's the time for you to stock up. Okay. If you have anything you want to get from Alibaba, anything you want to get from Temu or Sheen, you better do it now. Now, here's the thing that's about to disappear. There's been an $800 duty-free loophole buying any products along the lines of things that you get from Shine, which would be clothes, things that are, rinky-dink stuff, things like that, phone holders, covers, all that kind of stuff. As long as it was under $800, you didn't have to pay duty-free. Low-cost item. Now, they're saying after June 1st, by the time this hits full board, all low-cost items will be $50 an item. There will be no more, $9.99. Oh, let me just go ahead and get this parka. Oh, it's a $9.99 parka. And I'm in the rain. I'll just buy it. That's three for $9. They're talking about every low-cost item will be no less than $50 under this new situation. Okay, so let me recap. Read you guys' questions, whatever it is you guys are saying. But all I'm telling you is, man, you don't get to walk around here and act like you're not being impacted, bro. Everybody's impacted. And then domestically, you don't want to get into the crude oil and where we're getting that from. And then if you're in certain parts of the country, you're getting your electricity from Canada, and that's imported. Okay, like you don't understand how much being American involves everyone else in the world. Being an American, it's the greatest country in the world, man. I've been around the world, but I'm gonna tell you, it's the greatest country in the world, but we don't buy everything we buy in American. Okay, trust me. I look at my phone, ain't American. I look at my TVs in my house, ain't manufactured here, bro. They're not. All right, gaming system in there, nah. Okay, I mean, it is what it is. The shoes that I wear, where they manufacture. My Jordan fit, where all my not made here, bro. Okay, not at all. All right. So understand your clothing. All right. Your coffee, your imported foods, whatever it is you like that's imported, bro, it's gonna cost you. You like them sardines, bro? You like those anchovies, man, that are coming from Russia? Oh, that's it's going up. All right. Alcohol, that's a big one, bro. Okay, big one. Like I said, man, you don't get to laugh at the homie no more, dog. The homie that's over there that's drinking the natty ice, you better go ahead and ask him, can you have one too? All right, straight up, dog. There ain't no more laughing at people. They're drinking Michelob Lights, and you're laughing. Now ain't no more laughing, dog. They can get 2 for 1. Okay, they're gonna get faded faster than you. All right, and the iPhones and video game consoles, as I've said, and the Shine and Temu stuff. Like, man, you just want to get something to clean your grill. You want to get a barb set so you can clean your grill and all of that stuff. It's not going to do you any good, brother. All right? These tariffs, serious business. Okay? We don't have to get along. We don't have to like each other. We don't have to form Voltron. We don't have to sit down and eat. We don't have to even engage. But what we will be doing, every one of us is going to be affected by this. And it's already started yesterday. So we might as well try to be nice to each other, dog. Might as well. I mean, if we don't, it ain't gonna hurt me, because no matter what you say about me or what I say about you, when you go to the store to go buy something, you're gonna be paying just like me. Don't matter what my religion is, don't matter what my sexual orientation is, don't matter what my what my race is, don't matter none of that. Whether I'm a Republican or a Democrat or independent, don't mean nothing anymore. You're going to foot the bill just like me. Ain't no better than me, and ain't no better than you, bro. You better understand it. And if you are anybody like myself who doesn't want to give up, who don't want to give up certain things, I'm not giving up my sneaker collection. I'm gonna keep buying them. They're just gonna have to pay more, bro. And you look at that stock, and you look at your 401k. I done had people tell me they done lost anywhere from 20,000 to 100,000 in a day. What we need to be doing, dog, is trying to figure out what the next move is. I'm gonna be on here telling you what I know, and every man for himself, God for us all, dog. That's it, man. It is what it is. This is what we wanted, right? This is what we wanted. We said everything was gonna be cheaper. prices was going to be cheaper, eggs, gas, natural gases and all of that stuff, crude oil, all this stuff was going to be cheaper. Where? When? How? Why? I ain't seeing it, dog. I'm seeing things go up. Please explain to me what happened. I'm just trying to understand, because I definitely was told, something else. But then again, I always pay attention to what I think over what everyone else thinks. All right. So that's what's going on, you guys, man. I'm gonna read you guys' questions, but understand, you guys, man, this tariff stuff is not something. This is the most important thing going on right now. It's the most important thing, man, because, man, something that cost you $3 yesterday cost you $5 today. That don't mean nothing to you. It should, because if they can keep doing that, then they could raise it up next week. It'd be $7. Next week it'd be $18. Next week, I mean, it just keeps going on and on and on, bro. Like, I mean, how do you get your pockets protected? Your investments aren't protected. You done spend all your time putting money in a 401k. Your 401k is down, and everyone's telling me, yo, Shaq, just right now it's a rough patch. Yeah, man, we're gonna be okay. Okay, that sounds great, man. I mean, hey, I could tell myself that. The thing that no one can tell me is when is it gonna be better again? When is it gonna be better again? Oh, it's gonna be. Yeah, okay. I mean, damn. I mean, I know somebody's gonna win the lottery next week, but do you have the lottery numbers? I mean, these are the things, man. It's like, okay, in the future, you know how long the future is? As long as the future is. All right. I mean, we're going in a recession. It's by summer we'll be in a recession, dog. Straight up. It's already a bear market right now. Okay. We're not in the bull market no more. We're in bear market. Is right there. Dow Jones, 1,800 points. I'm looking at my stock. I'm like, damn, dog. I would have been better off going to the casino and trying to put in a slot machine and trying to flip my shit that way. I would have been better off. I mean, I probably would have had better odds. Okay. Luckily for me, I don't put all my money in one basket, but doesn't mean that I don't like the basket that I got that's got the money in it with the stock market. I ain't liking it. So let's see what's going on, you guys. See what's happening with you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves, man. Because you better be enjoying that barbecue. You better be enjoying that weekend. You better be enjoying that time by the pool or whatever it is that you do. Okay. Everything's going up. Everything, dog. My cigars is going up. Okay. If you in California, the dispensary's going up. Everything's going up, bro. Everything's going up, man. And this is what it is. All right, let's go, man. Justin Saab was happening. Bill Holloway was good, bro. On in the shop. Yes, sir, man. I'm just, coming in late in the day. I spent my time relaxing today. I'm going to enjoy myself more. Okay. I'm going to enjoy myself more. I'm not going to be running around stressed out, chicken with my head cut off all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna relax. I sat back, laid up, watched the Yankee game, did some folding up some of my clothes, getting my shoes together, doing what I do during the week. And I said, you know what, man, I'm gonna definitely just enjoy my time on this planet now. Because there is no working hard to come up only to find out, oh well, you know what? All that work you did, you're gonna have to work some more. So I might as well just enjoy myself. All right. Okay. All right, what's going on? Shady Business, what's going on, man? What's happening? Babe, Whittington Thomas, what's happening? UNUF, fellow mods. Let's get these likes rolling. Let's get it popping. Okay. Carl says they're out here protesting. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that there were a lot of people out there protesting, man. That is a right as a citizen of this country, the right to protest, a right to bear arms, a right to freedom of speech, rights to a peaceful protest. As long as it's peaceful. Once it isn't peaceful, it's unlawful. So long as it's peaceful, they're good. But hey, man, I'm just to the point now, man. Playing marching songs and marching around is not more powerful than what's being done. Okay, it's you can sit around in a group Indian style in front of the damn White House. They just sitting around Indian style, man. Seances, man, or whatever, dog. Woo-saw, do all that all you want to, dog. They're still going up. Yeah, I mean, hey, you should have did a better job. You should have been doing them seances at the voting polls. You should have got your boys or your girls or your homies that didn't want to go vote. You should have did that then if this is not what you like. But there's a lot of people that like it. Okay, so I'm just saying, it is what it is. All right. Okay, just aside, we were already seeing the prices go up for the everyday basics. Hey, well, that's not the point. The point is they weren't going up this high. I mean, they weren't. I mean, they definitely were not going up this high. Okay, if you look at, just to let you know, if you look at Dow Jones had a all-time high in February. Okay, they had an all-time high stock-wise in February. Ever since there's ever been Dow Jones, the highest ever. On Thursday, Liberation Day, lowest in 5 years since the pandemic. Okay, that was only a month or two ago. You see how fast it's going down? I mean, this is something that's supposed to happen over a course of a year or a year and a half. You know, 18 months, not 2 months, like not 2.5 months, bro. We go from like this. I mean, dog, I don't know, man. I'm just telling you. Okay. All right. All right. Howard Williams, Macomb, Mississippi in the house. What's going on? Daniel Berry Sports in the house. William Thompson, bro, I'm already making domestic and international moves. Get with me. Hey, man, you got to do it. Got to do it, man. You got to do it. And they're retaliating, bro. They're definitely retaliating on that money, man. It's getting nasty. It's getting nasty. But this is what people want. People want us to finally, throw our weight around, and we're throwing our weight around. Okay, we're throwing our weight around in the world. I looked at and I saw all the countries. There's 100 and what? There's 168 countries that are affected by the tariffs, and and the amount of monies that they're talking about, people that you thought we were cool with. We understand that certain countries, Angola and all these, these countries that are terroristic countries. Of course, we're gonna, keep our foot on their neck. But countries that you think you cool with, that you think we're cool with, we're really not cool with them, because we're really still going on them. Like, hey, okay, yeah, we cool with you, but it's just like the homie, man. It's like, hey, man, I'm cool with you, bro, but I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to tax you, dog. You know. Really, bro? Yeah, dog, I got to do it. Like, doesn't build friendships, man. Somebody you never had to pay or anything. Now all of a sudden they got to pay. Hey, man, you lose friends that way. Okay, straight up. Shady Business had to chime in real quick. Tariffs got everyone shook. Not yet. I think, like I said, I think a lot of people are taking it easy. But it's starting to trickle down, man. Starting to trickle down. I'm talking to people who aren't really apt to be involved in this kind of stuff, and they're talking about it like, hey, yeah, man, these tariffs, man, what are we gonna do? Like, it's starting to bleed down. All right. Yeah, Chantel says, like I say, I didn't vote for this crap. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. You already know what it is. Howard Williams. Hey, bro, this is serious. I'm in the stock market also, too, bro. I mean, the stock market is just one thing, man. It's like, this is a very, very shrewd move, man, by this administration, because as many people that I know is in the stock market, I know that many people who's not. People who aren't involved in it. And they think, oh, this is just an investment thing. Nah, dog, it's an everyday thing. So it's affecting everybody, bro. Everybody, whether you want to be involved or not. You don't get to maneuver without this affecting you. You're paying more. I don't care what it is you're doing. And especially if you're in the stock market, or, most people that I know that are in the stock market, they in it by 401k. They're in it because their company matched them, their how much they put in and whatnot. And that's the issue. So that's how they find out when they're looking at 401k and they see 25,000 less. I talked to my best friend yesterday. My best friend is he has 401ks from several companies back in the Bay Area. He has 401k with Intel Corporation. He worked for them for 15 years. Then he worked at Kaiser, worked for them for 12 years. Now he's working for another big company. Okay. And I said, did you check your 401k? He said, man, I didn't even want to look. He didn't even want to look to see what it is. He knows that there's a big ass chunk out of it. I was like, you didn't look? He's like, no, I don't even want to look at it. I don't. If I look at it, man, I probably be laid up for a week, bro. Like, he doesn't even want to know. Since when do you not want to know how much money you got in your wallet, bro, or your purse? Since Thursday. Now you really don't want to know. How brave are you? Are you gonna go check? You gonna go look? Especially if you got 300,000, 400,000 in there. You know, like I said, he's working big companies. He don't even want to look, man. I'm like, it is what it is. Okay. All right. Shane Butler in the house. When tariffs plan accordingly, affects all, affects everybody. Bill says some states are removing income taxes, but they're going to increase other taxes. Well, here in California, Gavin Newsom is trying to not pay no tariffs on stuff that's exported out of California. He's trying to get that not to happen. Okay, not us paying, but the stuff that goes out. You know, if you want to know, one of the biggest exporters, things that we export here in Cali is avocados. I mean, if you eating an avocado, you probably got it from Cali. Okay, nine times out of 10, every avocado is coming from us. And he's saying we're gonna fight and sue to make sure we don't do that. But I'm like, okay, that's beautiful, man. I don't really eat a lot of avocado unless it's some guacamole. I have some guac, but my wife buys them. Okay, so I'm like, hey, if it ain't guacamole, then I ain't eating it. Okay, so I'm not really worried about it, but it just goes to show you, certain states are going to try to prevent their stuff from being tariffed, not stuff coming in, because there's nothing you can do about that, but stuff going out, which doesn't really benefit us. So if you like avocado and you live in Michigan, and it's coming from California, you know, we can prevent you from paying more for an avocado, we're gonna do that. Okay, I mean, that sounds cool, but that don't help me. All right, what's up with these eggs, dog? All right, I'm like, what's up with these eggs, homie? All right. Bill said, I'm interested in a no federal income tax bill. I'm hearing, I've heard about that bill. I don't think that's gonna happen, dog. I don't think that there's gonna be no income tax. I don't see that happening. I mean, it sounds good. Now, to be honest with you, if you're a business owner and you have an X amount of employees, you don't pay taxes anyway. You know, and that's the key, man. But without the taxes from the from the middle class, you're not gonna be able to function. This country needs money. This country needs the taxes. I think it's a smokescreen, bro. I think it's like, okay, we're gonna pie in the sky, no income tax, and then it'll be like, okay, there's income tax, but it's like, it's not going nowhere, bro. It's not going nowhere. I mean, it's just too much money. All right, you already know, serious business. Okay, all right. Shane Butler's in here, throwing up the red hat. Go ahead, Shane. All right. Shady Business says, no tariffs, no tax. Meet me at the Long Beach airport. Straight up, dog. Like I said, if you got certain people, you know, you down there at Long Beach port, you down there at in Oakland at the Oakland port, you got connects, you know. See, my wife from Baltimore, man, they got the Baltimore port. I mean, you can get things you got to get, man. But like I said before, bro, you're taking them chances. You know what I'm saying? Taking them chances. You better have somebody to put something on your books if it don't work out. All right. Okay. KB says, this is how Trump plans on getting rid of federal tax. We pay it back on the back end with everyday purchases. I don't think it's going to be enough, because here's what I got to say about that, KB. I hear what you're saying, but here's what I said. If you're reliant, taxes are not voluntary. It's not voluntary. It's involuntary. Taxes are involuntary, bro. So if they're gonna use people purchases as a way to offset no income tax, you can't force nobody to spend no money. You can't force nobody to buy something. You can't. I mean, you know, my family's from the South, man. You know, and pretty much every family in the South I knew had some kind of garden. They was growing something, growing tomatoes, growing something in their yard. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not going to the grocery store to go buy no salad because I'm growing my own, you know, the homie Bill Holloway, man, he got ducks. He don't buy eggs. So how's that gonna help? If people just say, hey, you know what? Boycotts, I'm not gonna buy nothing. Hey, man, we're boycotting milk. We're boycotting this. We're boycotting that. That's why I don't believe it. I believe it when it happens. When it passes, I'll believe it. But I just think it's smokescreen. You can't force nobody to go in and spend money for you to take it from them. You can't force that. Yeah, of course, there's certain things that you're going to get gas, you're going to get, electricity and all those kind of things. But just regular products and services, bro. If I'm not buying any shoes, I'm not buying any shoes. I mean, I just don't think it's going to work, bro. All right. Okay. Yes, I already know Shady Biz. I already know. I already know how it works. Okay. Robert Holocaust. Europe is ripping us off. China has been undercutting our workforce. Marshall Plan policy subsidizing other countries needs to end. Well, here's the thing, though. Um, uh, Even if that is the case, which is true, um, we're doing the same thing on the other end. Like fair exchange is not robbery, bro. Okay, I mean we're doing it too. It ain't like we're running around here and not doing it the same. We're doing the same thing that they're doing to us. The difference is they've just been doing it better. The problem is that we allow businesses in this country to be in this country and set their roots outside of this country while they're in this country. I think it's more internal than Europe. I think it's companies like Apple who I know, Steve Jobs and Wozniak and all of them who started it in the Bay, especially where I'm from, Silicon Valley area. Their company, Apple's not an American company, dog, on paper. Right? They're not. They're a company that their headquarters is some small little country that's a little island somewhere. They don't pay all the taxes they're supposed to pay. Okay? So I think it's more about that than trying to blame these other countries. We got big companies right here in the United States who aren't the United States companies who ain't paying any taxes at all. So, I mean, we can't walk around here acting like we the police when we just as corrupt. All right? Okay, straight up. Shady says making distribution deals right now with China. Yeah, let's make it pop. All right. Okay. William Thomas says these companies will be folding. Already a list of retailers shutting down locations. Oh yeah, man, they're shutting them down, dog. And also they're shutting down the federal stuff, man. They're doing that. You're seeing, I went by the DMV yesterday. I was going to go by the DMV, handle something. I went to DMV. And a line was around it, was out in the street. And I'm like, damn, why is it, this is supposed to be the slow one. And I went back the other day, it was the same thing. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna go to the one that's over here closer to my crib. Shut down, dog. They had the fences and they took the signs down. They said this location shut down. So they're shutting down all the federal locations, bro. So if you're a veteran, you go into the VA, they're going to shut them hospitals down. They're shutting down the DMV. They're shutting down Social Security offices. They're shutting down the unemployment offices, EBT, all that, bro. I couldn't believe that line looked like it was on like it was the Super Bowl line to get in the Super Bowl, bro. The line was so damn long. I'm like, man, it's ridiculous. Ain't no more just dropping by. You got to make an appointment, man. You better have an appointment to go to DMV, especially here in California. All right. Okay. Rob Locker says short-term loss of a week, month, even a year will turn into long-term gains tenfold. I mean, it sounds good. Sounds good to say. I could say anything. I could say I'm Flash Gordon. Okay, defender of the universe. It sounds great till you have to show and prove. Okay. What's good about this for everyone that's saying what you're saying is that you don't have to show and prove right now. It's not expected for you to show and prove. What's expected is for, hey man, in the future, but the future don't have no date on it. The date of when the shit started has a date. When it's gonna be over, there's no date. There's no land in sight, bro. You have been at sea for 4 months and you have seen no land. Okay? So, hey, yeah, there's land. That way, you could point anywhere in the middle of the ocean. You can point every every direction on a compass and know there's land there. But how long is it going to be before you get there, dog? Before you start eating up your homies over there, dog. Pause. When you start trying to cut off fingers and toes, man, and put them on the grill. So all this is going to be greater later. Come on, man. I've heard this a bunch of times. It's going to be greater later. I always hear that. When's later, though? Oh, well, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the point. It's the point. All right. You don't have no answer when it comes to that. All right. When says that means prices will go up and jobs will go down. I agree. Okay. All right. Straight up. Okay. Big Trey said start making draws. You better start cutting out your own draws, dog. You better start rinsing them in the sink. Okay, you better start putting patches on your underwears and stuff. Okay, your tighty whities, you better put you a patch on it. All right. Bill said, my jeans are made here or in Nicaragua. I'll 10%, I'll live with that. Hey, man, like I said, man, Levi Strauss on mine, bro, Bill. You know, 501s. You know, yeah, it's San Francisco company, but where do they make them at? They don't make them in Frisco. That's a fact. All right. Okay. Straight up. All right. Okay. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Shane. Okay. Cigars getting a 10 cent hike. I mean, 10% hike. Yeah, man. I mean, anything that's a luxury is a luxury now, man. Okay. All right. But you know what's not getting a hike? I ain't hearing no cigarettes getting a hike. Did you hear anything about cigarettes getting a hike? I didn't. You know why? Because cigarettes are manufactured here in the United States. They're not imported. Okay. All these cigarettes are made in Virginia, dog. Okay. Virginia, West Virginia. Okay. What's it called? R.J. Reynolds Company. R.J. Reynolds is an American company, man. So if you gonna smoke some Newport Lights, your ass gonna smoke some Marlboro Reds, you good. But if you want to try to smoke you a Cohiba Dominican, you want to smoke you something from, Padilla, you want to smoke like me, and the Cubans is definitely not going down, okay, unless you know. But with that being said, bro, you want to be sedity, bro. I only drink coffee from Argentina, from the hills of Argentina. All right, dog, you're gonna be drinking the hills from Argentina, bro. Okay, straight up. Okay, and that's what it is. All right, ain't no more walking around here acting like it don't affect you anymore. Okay, like especially if you a snob or only drink wine from Normandy. Okay, all right, man, you're gonna be paying Normandy, dog. Ain't gonna be no $3 Chuck that they, Chuck whiskey that they had at Trader Joe's, that they just go down and you get the $3 Chuck, as we used to call it, man. You can go down there and get you a good wine, $3 Chuck. $3, you got a decent wine, bro. Little shooby dooby come over, dog. You know what I'm saying? You got you some nice little, Zinfandel or something. Only $3 Chuck, and it's pretty good, man. You better make sure it's from Napa. You better make sure it's from Napa County, dog. Okay, you better not be from nowhere else. All right. Okay, straight up. All right. When it's time, Americans will have to learn to be more frugal with spending. Splurging most will have to end. Yeah. Okay. Say your alcohol's American made. Oh, yeah. Okay, man. You drinking? You must be drinking that Jim Beam. You drinking that Jim Beam? You drinking that damn Wild Turkey? You know what I'm saying? You drinking that time of stuff? You drinking that you drinking that Hennessy like me? You in trouble. Okay, you drinking that Hennessy like me, man? It better be from Kentucky. Okay, straight up. All right. Okay. Jack Daniels, you better make it pop. Big Trey said trying to make some Pruno. Oh yeah, man. Where you gonna get the prunes from? They better be from California. Feel me? You know what I'm saying? Napa Valley wines. That's you be all right. Okay. All right, we're gonna see. You said he's getting the swamp clean. Okay, we're gonna see. Okay, we're gonna see. I mean, we ain't got no choice. All right, we're gonna see what's going on. So watch what happens with international travel costs. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm trying to break out. I'm trying to get me some passport stamps, dog. It's not gonna be cheap. Especially when they find I'm American, man. They might just charge me more. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they find out. Oh, the American, man, charge him the $200 more. Okay, he's American, man. We don't, you gotta be careful now. Okay. All right, Steel Reserve is made in Milwaukee 211. Okay. Yeah, man, like I said, man, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, better make it pop. Okay, you better make it pop, man. You better go back to old English, '08. Better go back to '08. You better go back, bro. Tell them to bring back St. Ides or drink you a Slit Smart Liquor Bull or have you some Mickey's Lucky Reserve or some shit. Okay, you're gonna have to go back to like you did when you was in high school and shit. Okay, just drinking something just so you can get faded. So when you go to the party, you can ask Angelica to dance and shit. You know how it was back then. You had to have a little liquid courage. You know what I'm saying? Okay, drinking to look good is not gonna be the business no more. All right. Rob Lockhart said Europe's not buying cars from us. They love selling their products over here. Brad tariffs over colors. That's because they're not fair free trade. Lopsided trade balances. It's theft. Hey, well, man, it's free enterprise, bro. Like I said before, it's been allowed forever. No matter who was in office, whether you're Republican or Democrat, we have been conditioned to believe that it's like their ice is colder. We're like, you know, ice from Russia is colder than ice from Alaska, even though the Bering Strait is right there. It's only at 55 miles between Alaska and Russia. On the Bering Strait is 55 miles, but their ice is colder. Their vodka's better. You know, you've been taught that. You've been taught that. Okay, go get you a Westinghouse television. Ain't that right, Bill? Or you're gonna go and spend your money on a Samsung or a Sony or a Panasonic. Like, you've been taught that, dog. You can't be mad at us because we've been taught that to buy foreign. You don't get a lot of props, man. It depends on what part of the country you are. Okay, yeah, if you're in Texas, you know, you driving a dually truck means some shit. If you got a big ass truck, man, here in California, man, you got a big ass truck don't mean shit. Okay, especially here in LA. Do you have a Range? Do you have a Jag? Do you have a Audi? I mean, do you have a Pasta Rocket? You know what I'm saying? I mean, what do you got? You got a Lambo. Do you have a Ferrari? Do you have a Porsche? Okay, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is here, bro. And guess what? Jaguar and Land Rover says they're not going to ship anything over here right now. So whatever they have on these boats that are over here, because a lot of them are off the port because there's no place to put them, they're not sending no more whips over here. Not with these embargoes, and with the embargo and with the tariff. So, hey man, we have been conditioned to believe that European ice is colder than American ice. Whose fault is that? And then you have all these scandals that happen. I mean, I don't forget nothing. I remember what happened with Chrysler in the 80s, bro, with Lee Iacocca and all of that. I remember all of that, dog. I remember all of the places that's been closed down. Detroit is a damn is like a damn cemetery there. Nobody wants to live there. The cost of living's bad. There ain't no jobs there. They shut down all the factories, and these American companies ship all their manufacturing outside the country. So it ain't just can't just blame it on them. It sounds good, but some of us know better. Okay. When Thomas said basic materials will drive up American products, Bill said buy Alcoa stock. That's smart. That is smart. I may have to do that on Monday. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna check. Said Big Tracy, it sounds like a problem for you, Matt. No, it's not a problem for me. It's just I have to understand what it's gonna cost me. I mean, you know, I'm just not gonna be mad about it. Like I'm thinking it through. Like it's not gonna be a problem. I'm still gonna do it. I just told you I'm not giving up nothing. I'm not giving up shit. I'm just gonna tell myself, you got to pay to play, bro. And like sometimes you have to do that to keep your sanity, man. Because I'm hearing everyone else complaining. See, if everyone around you is losing their head, and you're not losing your head, you're in a good space. I'm not going to get myself crazy with it. They're already going crazy, especially all the iPhone people. Oh, man, my iPhone, man. They're going crazy, bro. They're going crazy. I'm just going to keep my head. That's the price of doing business. I don't have to do anything. But if I choose to do it, I'm doing it of my own volition. I'm doing it with my own pockets. Simple as that, bro. Okay? So, is it a problem for me? It won't be. It won't be soon if it is. Because I'm just going to reconcile it. Say, that's what it is. Pay the freight. Okay? Simple as that. Okay? There ain't no more $25 at Applebee's no more, homie. That $25 meal is $45 now. It is what it is. Okay? It is. All you can eat shrimp means 2 buckets of shrimp. That's it. Yeah, ain't gonna be no you sitting there and putting it in having your wife put it in her purse and shit, bringing plastic bags and all of that. No. Here's what it is. Okay? All right. Back to Motorola. Better make it go. Better do what it do. Android. Yep. All right. Let's get these likes up, you guys. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. Let's stop being lazy. Okay? All right. Lisa Blackman, what's going on, Lisa? Lisa, we're talking about this money and talking about how it's affecting us. Said, I'm going to tell you now, we in trouble. By May or June, the real impact will be known because the fiscal year ends June 30th. Yeah. Like I said, man, everybody going to find out the hard way, bro. And like I said, I don't want to hear no complaining. I was told that everything was going to be better and cheaper, and it's not. Okay, that's all I got to say, man. You know, you don't get to tell me one thing and do something else. I'm the kind of person that's going to call you on it. What happened? I thought everything was going to be better. It's not. Oh, will it be better later? It was going to be better later before. Like, Like, what's going on? All it looks like we did was get somebody else to tell us the same shit that the other people was telling us. It's just looking like it. It's pretty soon, bro. Oh, all right. Man, you guys live off pretty soons. I don't. I need to know a date. All right. Rob Lockhart, China uses illegal labor practices undercut our workforce. We made products the way they did, we be illegal. Well, man, you can't judge how somebody else runs their country, bro. That's like that's like me saying to you, Rob, it should be unlawful for you to put your TV on a milk crate instead of putting it on a damn wall. I mean, if that's what you choose to do in your own house. I learned that, man. Americans have this crazy notion that how things are done here should be done everywhere else. Nah, dog, that's their country. It ain't illegal over there, bro. It is what it is. If we did what they did, it'd be illegal. Yes, because we run our country in one way and they run their country another way. But guess what? When it came time to borrow all that money, we didn't have no problem borrowing trillions and trillions of dollars from China, and they're our biggest person that we owe money to. You didn't have no problem with that. When we needed to borrow from them same people who had them same practices, who had them same illegal work things that you say, when it came time to borrow some bread from them, they was all good. So, man, don't lay with your baby mama and then say she ain't shit. Like, we ain't going for that. Nah, dog, you had 5 kids by her, dog. You don't get to slander her, bro. You don't get to do that. Okay? Straight up. That's what a lot of people do. Okay? As soon as they ain't with their ex no more, that all of a sudden their ex is the worst thing that ever happened. Okay? But you got 6 kids. You was married 25 years. Nah, dog. Some of us is like, nah, you don't get to do all of that. You might be able to say it didn't work out or y'all grew apart, but what you can't say is they ain't shit, because look at what you did. Come on, man. So you don't get to slander China talking about what they do when you're borrowing money from them. It's just that simple, bro. Okay, that's like the crackhead complaining to the crack seller, hey man, if I was doing what you were doing, selling crack, I would be it's illegal when you're buying it from them. You're just as culpable, bro. United States is culpable just like China's culpable. We do business. We understand they do what they do. We do what we do. But I'm not trying to hear all of that. Okay. All right. Okay. We import more than we export. You know why? Because we've been taught that American products don't live up to snuff. Okay. That's what we've been told. That's what we have found out. That's what and until the product is better, you don't get to say nothing, bro. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that, man. The American consumer is very savvy when it comes to what they purchase, bro. They don't purchase something because it's American. That is not working. It has to be either what I want or it's better. And that's it. And that's it, bro. You're going to stick to what's comfortable. You're going to stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to, homie. Okay? You are a Apple iPhone user. Okay? Whatever number they're on, that's what number you're on. You don't get to say, hey, well, you know what, man? Come over here, man, and get the Dell one. Like, what's the hell that mean? I'm used to this interface. I know this phone. This is what I like to buy. Well, this is better. Prove it to me. Even if you do, I'm still good. Okay? All right. Straight up. All right. Okay? All right. Bill Holloway, another roller coaster that ride good or bad, depends on how you live. We all survive. Be positive. I am positive. I'm telling you I'm just letting you know what I found out. The way that I'm positive is I know everything. I know both sides of the street. See, Bill, where we grew up at in our neighborhood, bro, we knew the neighbors on both sides of the street. You're on our street, we know the neighbors on every house. We didn't just know the neighbors on our side and don't know what's going on over there. No, we know, okay? That's the Johnston family over there. The Johnston family, they off the chain. We need to know what the hell they're doing over there, okay? We all know that they don't work there. They're 24 hours a day, and people are just walking in and out of their house, in and out all day. Okay? So for me, it's not a matter of being positive or being negative. For me, it's a matter of me knowing everything. I'm not just taking one side of it. I went to BBC News. This information that I just read to you, I got from BBC News. Okay? Because I need to see it from their perspective and our perspective. I already know our perspective. I need to see what they're saying. Now I know. Simple as that, bro. Okay. You know, we got sometimes you got to go to the tape and run the tape back. Okay. Oh, call a technical foul on this person. Oh, well, he hit them first. Hey, listen, go to the tape. They do this. Rewind the tape. Go look. Come back later. There's two technicals. One on Draymond Green, the other on LeBron James. Draymond hit him in the nuts and he hit him back. 2 techs. That's me. I'm not trying to be on one side of the fence. Okay? Straight up. All right, you already know Rose Town in the house. I was on the bad side of the housing crash roller coaster, but we persevere. That's what we do in this country. We absolutely do. All right, we absolutely do, man. The housing market's going to fail and fall out. There's a whole bunch of people going to lose their houses. I mean, here in LA, we already got people that lost their houses due to fire. Now people going to lose their house due to not having no money. All right, straight up, okay. Rob Locker is still talking about about what the U.S. allowed. Bill Holloway, California raised your gas another 12%. Yep, and I guess what? I'm gonna have a full tank. It's as simple as that, bro. I mean, what am I gonna do? Okay, I don't have to play to play. Lisa said last time this type of tariff caused the 1929 stock market crash that led to the Great Depression. We're headed that way again. Lisa, here I talked about that yesterday, and I will say this: what you're saying does have a lot of validity in it, but I don't think that we will allow ourselves to get to the depression, because I think we'll be too vulnerable for attack. I mean, we get to that point, they'll be cyber attacking us. They'll take everything from us, man. Back then in 1929, my grandmother, rest in peace, she was born in 1925, and I asked her about it, and she told me she barely remembered when it happened, but she remembered after that. 1930, she was 5, 6, 31, 32. She just telling me how hard it was and how bad it was, you know. So I don't think it's ever going to get that bad. But I definitely asked her about that, you know, way before. Okay. And she told me, it's like, you don't even want to live like that. And that was back when we, you know, a lot of us didn't have what we have now. Just imagine now. So I don't think it's ever going to get that far, but a depression, I don't think so. But a recession, oh, that's happening. That's definitely happening. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, we'd like to see you guys come and support the merch, man. Appreciate that, man. We got new merch that's going to be coming out, man. Be prepared. Okay. Be prepared, man, over the next week or two. I might even go ahead and debut some stuff, man. You never know. You never know. I just might pop on and have something on. It's time to get moving. All right. Okay. See what's going on. I say I don't think we'll crash, but it's going to be low. Rose Town. It ain't getting cheaper or better. Anything's going up, and that's what's moving forward. I agree, bro. Okay. I definitely agree. I definitely agree that I don't think that it's going to get any better anytime soon. Okay. Reese Backman Project 2025 hasn't even begun yet. Fake school choices is the new school segregation. Black folks won't fare well. Well, that's why you have to be hands-on with your children's education, like I am. Okay, I'm very hands-on. We already looking at other programs and other things. Our son is even though he's 4, about to be 5 in pre-K, they already said that my son reads at a 2nd grade level already. My son's the best reader and speller in his class. My son can read and spell and write everything out. He's only 4 years and 8 months. Okay, we're already looking for schools and getting him in programs where he can, you know, scholarships and things like that. We're already looking at specialized educational situations. Been looking at it. He's already been accepted to a different, he starts kindergarten next year. He's already been accepted to a couple of schools. We're still applying for other schools to get him in these programs. So I'm not reliant on the school system, the LAUSD here in LA, to be the ones to educate my kid. It's my job. Okay, and we're gonna figure that shit out. So I would recommend everybody be hands-on, man. The days of just dropping your kids off at school and making them be a babysitter, those days are gonna come to a swift end. Okay. All right. Bill said I lost $26 last 2 days. I'm very cautious. Hey, Bill, I don't know what the hell you doing, man. $26 is, you know, shoot, that where you're at, that might be a quarter tank of gas or half a tank of gas. All right. Arturo says Trump is cleaning up Biden's mess. Nah, it ain't Biden's mess. Everybody's mess. Man, we've been in this deficit forever, man. Can't put that on one presidency. Can't do that. I mean, it's nice to try, but let's go back. And it was like this when Trump was there the first time when he was 45. So let's not do that, man. I mean, I'm not going for it. He's not fixing all this was messed up in Biden's 4 years. No, no. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, dispensary's cheap where you live. That's good. Not here in LA. I mean, I don't smoke weed, so I'm good. All right, Melvin. What's going on? Much love, man. Can't keep it, yeah, up with you all being a truck driver, but always go back and listen. Well, man, I understand that, man. We do got a bunch of truck drivers, man. You guys are the lifeblood of this country, man. If you guys decided not to drive no more, I wouldn't be able to get anything. So, when you get time, man, I'm always here for you. That's why they're recorded. So, if you trying to get from here to there, man, you're getting a little sleepy, you want to laugh a little bit, man, throw on one of the lives, bro. I mean, I'll get you to your location. Okay. All right. Justice, I never invested in any stock before. I don't know if you mind telling me about it. I mean, I'll be more than happy to. We're more than happy to, bro. I mean, it's something that a lot of people didn't learn. A lot of our people that we descend from, they may not have been in the stock market or they don't trust it or whatever. So not everybody was. They didn't teach us that in school. They didn't teach us none of this stuff. Okay, had to learn by being an adult. All right. Yeah, every recession we've had has been under Republicans. Hey, man, like I said before, recession is like a war. There's two things that help this country: wars, getting in wars, because we always have our highest economic growth after a war, and in a recession. Those two things are tools to get the economy going up again. Okay, all right, straight up. Okay, I see you guys, man. I'm gonna have to get up out of here pretty soon. All right, okay. Central Coast, Colorado. I think we are heading to housing market crash. Yeah, I definitely think so too. I might have to invest in real estate. My father was on here. Matter of fact, my dad's been on these posts. He called me yesterday and told me when I was talking about the shoe stuff, he was telling me, I was on your live, I didn't say nothing. I was like, he called me right after. I said, yeah. He's like, I'm glad you're talking about this kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff that your subscribers need to hear from you. I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep doing it. He's like, yeah, all right, I gotta go. Click, hung up. My dad's like, keep talking about it. And the day before that, he told me that's why the Shack family has always invested in land and property, and that's why our money's tied up into that. So I'm good. I got property. I got air property in the family, acres and acres and acres and acres of land, and rental properties and stuff. So yeah, man. All right, straight up. Okay, I see you guys. All right, Shane in here. This is the most I've seen Shane talk in a long time. Shane in here, he putting it down. All right, okay. No federal income tax is not realistic because you will be taxed in other areas. Like I said, man, they're in your pockets. It is what it is. That's why I always tell everybody, man, you better get you a business. Get you a LLC, get you a S corp, get you just a regular corporation, a C corp. Okay, you better start having something that you could write shit off. Okay? I'm trying to tell you, bro. When them taxes hit and I had all these write-offs, that shit came in handy, bro. That shit came in handy. I was writing all my shit off, like oop. That's what it is. Key is not to pay any taxes. Okay, you don't. That's the key, is to have enough write-offs not to pay any taxes. All right, and to the average working person, they would think that's criminal, but it's in the tax code. If you're not benefiting off all the laws, you're not benefiting off all the laws. I mean, shit, it's there for you. Like I said, man, you gotta be smarter than you're being. Not to say you're stupid, but you can't be the same level of intelligence now. Now it's a matter of learning and being smarter and being more valuable. Okay. All right. See you guys. All right. A1 State said Trump is using the tariffs, which the poor middle class will pay 20% or 50% of more expensive goods, can't get rid of capital gains, income tax, or benefit. Rich buddies like E. Yeah, man. Like I said before, man, you may not have $1 billion like Elon Musk. That move that he just did with Twitter to save him from his loans being called in, $44 billion worth of loans that he had that was getting ready to get called in because Twitter lost its value by him selling it to his own company with a higher evaluation, and just basically taking his checking account, taking his money out of his checking account and putting it in his savings account, or taking it out of his savings account and putting it in his high yielding money market account. was smart as hell. That's just a basic, you're not getting me. Okay? It's just like you're playing tag and the person can't tag you. I love playing tag. Ain't gonna be no tag, you're it. You're not tagging me. Okay? You're not swift on your feet enough to tag me. I'll stand in front of you and just dodge out the way. And that's what it is. What can you do to save you a bag? Simple as that. What are you even thinking that way? That's the key. All right. Straight up. Yeah, Elon definitely pulled a move. Our economic base will crumble if we eliminate taxes. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, Whittington Thomas. Okay. Said replace the IRS with the ERS. I mean, it sounds good. Okay. I don't think the Internal Revenue Service is going anywhere. All right. Miss Patrice, going on, Patrice? Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, you guys. All right. Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. All right. Yeah, we already know what's going on, you guys, man. Okay, it's going to affect your entertainment too. You know, tickets to the game, cable, pay-per-view, everything going up. All right. Miss Patrice, the Wall Street Journal is calling it the biggest fall ever as the tariffs are concerned. It said none of it makes any sense. It makes sense, man, if you're trying to reestablish control over fair market enterprise. You're trying to reestablish control. You're trying to squeeze everybody. But I don't know, man. I don't think that what Trump is doing is a gangster move. I definitely say it's a gangster move. But I will say this: I don't think that he's going to be able to go as far with it as he thinks. I think he's going to wind up settling. He's going to wind up not going as far as he is looking like he's going. And he's going to back off. Because they're going to be like, okay, let's come back to the table, which is still a dub. It's still a dub for this administration to get everybody to come back to the bargaining table and take less. It's still a dub. I don't think he's going to go as hard as it looks like, because I think that people are going to start saying, hey, man, let's see what we can work out. I mean, that's just natural. Okay. All right. Straight up. Okay. I see you guys on here. All right. Guys slapping tariffs on the islands. Yeah. Hey, you do what it is. You chat TPT. To make them tariffs. I mean, shit. He's got human chat GPTs A1. Those humans are called MIT graduates, Harvard grads, Ivy League, number crunchers. Okay, Caltech right over here. Okay, Caltech right over here in Pasadena. All right, all day. All right. Okay. Lisa Blackman saying black and brown will be the permanent underclass by 2030. Hey, man. They definitely might be trying to do that. Okay? It may happen, but guess what? They're not going to get us all. They're Lisa Blackman, they're not going to get all of us. Now, some of us are not going to be in that umbrella. Some of us not going to be under there. Some of us are not going to be under there. All right? Salute to everybody that will be. Godspeed, blessings, prayers, all of that. But you got time, 2030. You better try to figure it out. I know I am. I got 5 years. I got to figure it out. I'm going to. Yeah, Bartles and James and all that bit. Hey, you better get. Hey, okay, you better go and do. Like we used to, Ernest and Julio Gallo. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You better be drinking some of that. Some Thunderbird, some T-Bird. Okay, some Cisco's and all that shit. All right, better be drinking that liquid poison again. All right. Okay, straight up. All right. Okay. All right. P-Dog, what's going on? Yeah, I see it, man. I see that game. Yeah, yes, sir. Okay. I got you. I'm just scrolling. Yeah, you can already buy American goods. It'd just be 10 times more expensive. Well, I mean, like I said before, man, we've been conditioned to believe that everybody else's food is better. It's just natural to think that. It's just natural to think that because you've been conditioned to believe that. You believe that. Your significant other believes that. Your parents believe that. Her parents believe that. Her brothers and sisters believe that. Your brothers and sisters believe that. Everybody believe what they believe. They believe foreign cars are better than American cars. That's why I see more foreigns than anywhere. That's a status symbol. The status symbol to drive a Mercedes, status symbol to drive an Audi, to drive a Lambo, to drive a Porsche, to drive a Ferrari, to drive a Bugatti, to drive a Fiat, to drive, you driving a Ford, man, is that really getting you love? Unless you're driving a Mustang or some shit. But if you're driving a Ford Focus, you're not getting no love when you pull up in the club. Ain't no shooby doobies looking at you. You pulling up in a Ford Focus, homie. I don't care if it's fully loaded. I don't care if it's a Ford Escort EXT, moonroof, all that with the alloys. You ain't getting no love, dog. You ain't no love. You ain't been conditioned to believe that that was the move. Oh man, I'm practical though, y'all. I'm practical. You know what I'm saying? You know how much money I saved, man. You know how much money I saved on this Toyota Urus, man. You don't even understand. But that's a foreign car, so you might get more love. Okay, straight up. Okay, yeah, man. This Chrysler Cordoba, man. Yeah, man. American, man. Buy American. Buy American. Ain't nobody. No shooby doobies getting in your Cordoba, homie. It's not happening. Okay, it's not happening. I'm telling you straight up. All right. Okay. It's crazy, bro. Tight says, more proof I continue to move abroad. I'm going to tell you, we talked about, me and my wife, man, before my son was born, we talked about the possibility, if it got any worse, to leave and move out the country. And I'm telling you, I went to a place I know I could live, and that's Barcelona. Barcelona, Spain, I could live there easily. Easily, bro. Everybody speaks English. Food is great. People are great. Everything was great, bro. I'm like, I could live here. Barcelona, I could live here. I definitely could live in Barcelona, dog. Okay, straight up. All right, I'll tell you that shit right now. All right. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. Straight up, man. Okay. Yeah, you said that same thing happened to outsource sweatshop manufacturing. Okay, yeah, man. I mean, we're gonna see what they do, man. Let's see if these jobs. Okay, straight up. Okay, what time is it? Okay, yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave in 5 minutes, you guys. All right, get inside, and eat some of my expensive dinner because it's gonna cost me more to go and get it. All right, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, we are creatures of habit, Lisa, without question. Okay. Rob Locker talking about it's no red tape, no workers' rights. Like I said, man, it's their country though. It's their country, man. It's their country. They're not breaking laws where they're at. Okay. No, I didn't get the rare airs today, man. I didn't get those. I like the threes better. Okay. I like the threes better. I don't know if I'm gonna get those either, but we're gonna figure it out. Okay. All right. No, I didn't get them. But my wife did get the matcha dunks. So we did still bought some. Okay. And everybody's not gonna survive. You're right about that. Okay. $3,000 iPhones and $500 Jordans. Oh, I already buy $500 Jordans already. I mean, I already do that already. I already do that already. I already buy 500. I mean, shoot, I bought the, I already bought shoes that's already expensive. That's just part of the game. But iPhones are already like $800, $900 already. Okay. Bill Holloway said BBC always gives good info. I found that out by being over there. I found out how good BBC is when I was over there in London when Kobe passed. When Kobe died, I was in London. And Sarah K. Scott texted me and told me, and all I had was BBC News, Al Jazeera, and once, they, talking about everything was going on in the United States, they were saying stuff that I never heard on the networks here because they sanction what they tell us. Over there, they're like, hey, in our country, that's just like talking about the neighbors in your own house. Okay? Man, did you see Larry's fat ass walking around, man, in a Speedo? Yeah, man, you in your own house. But when you on the street outside mowing the lawn, your wife might be like, shh, there they go over there. You might have to watch your mouth a little bit because you don't want them to know you're talking about them. So BBC's like, man, we in our own country. You're in the United Kingdom. You're in the EU. You're in London. Okay, we were actually staying in Westminster. Okay, Westminster, and they were just talking crazy about everything we was doing. And guess who was in office? Guess who was in office? 47, but he was going by 45 at that time. So it's what it is. Okay. All right. Yeah, my grandmother born in 1908. He remembered it and also had to pay poll tax. He remembered the Hoover administration. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Yeah. You fortunate. My great grandfather was already gone before I even showed up. But my mom's mom was older than my dad's mom, but I didn't get a chance to talk to my other grandmother about that kind of stuff. I was too busy eating good at her house. Grandma was like, "But baby, get in here and get to." I was eating good. Like, hey, grandma, I didn't have no time to talk to my grandma about all the other stuff. I was too busy eating. Okay, too busy eating hot water cornbread and everything else. All right. Yeah, it's very early. Very early, you guys. Very early. All right. Yeah, Biden didn't leave no mess. He just left the economy in excellent condition. Like I said, man, people want to blame it on one person. That's the thing that why I don't listen to one side. I listen to both sides, because one side to say one thing, the other side to say the other thing. I need to know both sides and figure it out myself. All right. Okay, man. All right, man. Scroll right here. There's Sarah K. Scott right there. What's up, Sarah? I'm just talking you up. What's up, Sarah? Okay. All right, y'all, man. Yeah, I was watching my Yankee game, man. That's why I didn't come on earlier. Okay. We came up. We won. All right. Jeffrey Matthews says recession means opportunities. When? Where? How? It's always funny how it's just a blanket. There's no, it's like you're on the freeway, man, and say, hey, man, you can freeway take you everywhere you want to go. Where's the exits at? Where do you get off at? Well, just go that way. Well, what if I want to get off the exit, bro? Like, is there an exit? Where are we at? That's like driving and you don't know where you are, bro. You don't have no idea where you at. There ain't no cities, nothing to tell you where you at. You don't got no GPS to tell you what city you in. There's no city limits. There's nothing. You're just driving. You don't know where you are. That's when people tell me, oh, man, it's this, it's that. Oh, it's going to be great. Oh, man, it's this. Like, come on, man. My dog, you can't determine when it's going to be where you talking about, okay? You telling me paradise is over there. How far do we got to go? Over there, bro. When we get there, man, it's going to be, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be, champagne dreams and big houses. And when we getting there, dog? How long does it take? Is there ETA? How many miles is it? Y'all don't know all that. I don't buy dreams. I sell dreams. I don't buy dreams. I sell dreams. That's why the dream buying doesn't work with me. Stop trying to get me to buy an encyclopedia set, dog. I'm not interested. So when I hear all of this, oh, it's going to be this, and oh, later it's going to be that. That's a dream, dog. I got my own dreams. I don't need to buy one of yours. I'm a seller of dreams. I sell a dream. I don't buy one. Okay? So when no one can tell me what I need to know to make a purchase, that's all I ask. If you want me to buy in, I don't have a problem buying in. I don't have a problem buying in to anything that's going, any administration. I do not have a problem buying in if you tell me what I need to do to buy in. You tell me what I need to know. I never get it. It's always way over there, bro. Just trust me. Just walk with me. Just here, let me hold your wallet. Here, let me hold your kid's hand. Here, let me drive your car. It's always me giving to y'all, and y'all don't tell me nothing. No. Nope, not buying in. I'm just gonna walk at my own pace. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead, man. Y'all run up ahead. I'm just gonna walk that way. I'm not jumping in the car with y'all. I'm not buying into no dream selling. Okay? You can wave whatever you want to wave. You can wave the blue. You can wave the red. You can. It doesn't matter to me. I don't trust none of y'all, man. None of you guys. All y'all do is lie. Both sides lie. Both sides manipulate. Both sides skew the numbers. Both sides say it's the other side's fault. I don't trust none of y'all. I trust me. Okay? Straight up. Okay? Like I said. All right? Deco said half of them don't own a ride. Straight up. See? Okay? All right. Bill said, I hit the lottery. I'm still driving the Chevy pickup. I mean, Bill, you build. You build, dog. That's what you're going to do. Okay? All right, man. I'm going to get up out of here. Okay? All right. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm always at the end already. Okay, good. Says Deco says, I mean, you already screwed yourself by having an iPhone. I don't have an iPhone. I'm an Apple user though, but I don't have an iPhone. I've never owned an iPhone. I don't have one. Don't mean I won't get one though. There's a lot of things that the iPhone can do. I'll probably wind up getting one sooner or later. But if you think it's going to be a new one, it's not. But I don't own an iPhone. But I know a lot of people that do. All right. Okay. How do you feel okay for playing the technology behind Android that you agree to collect personal data that costs you 10%, go back into $100 for it? Hey, dog, that's things that's out of your control, man. You don't know. You don't know who has your. You don't know who has your information. Once the government is the biggest person with the information, they have breaches all the time. So, like I said before, man, I am a very analytical and intellectual person. I'm an intellectual, dog. That's why I created this channel. So I can talk about whatever I choose to talk about. There's more government breaches than anything. Social Security breach, all these breaches, all this stuff that the government be, your stuff been out there. You could say it's Android got it. You could say it's whoever. The government has already said that they have lost so many people's information that they got hacked by the dark web. You don't know who has your stuff. You don't know who's doing what. I mean, it's so easy to point the finger at Android or point the finger at Apple. Man, your stuff's been compromised. Your identity and your situation has been compromised years ago. Simple as that. Okay? Simple as that. All right. All right, y'all, man. Okay. Leap Nation says, I'm in Portugal right now. Are you in Lisbon? Okay. I didn't get a chance to go to Lisbon, man, when I was out there. Everyone asking me on my American occasion, can I cross England? A lot of folks in Portugal think Trump may ruin the world. Man, when the first time I went overseas, Trump was in office, man, and went to France, man, and they found out I was American, and the first thing they wanted to ask me was, how can you guys have that man be the president? And I'm like, who are you talking to? You're looking at a African American black man from San Francisco Bay Area, bro, from San Jose, California. I ain't in charge of what everybody do. They really were upset, bro. They were really upset because they look at America as the #1 place in the world, and if we're doing it, then everyone does it. So they were trying to tell me that Macron, who wound up being their president, they got him because of Trump. And I'm like, I can't take responsibility for that, man. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Could I have another croissant? Could I have another croissant? Because I can't talk politics being one man. But you're right, bro. Over there, they're going to question you. They find that you're Americano. They hear you telling you American. They are not going to not ask you. Straight up. Okay? Lisa knows what it is. All right. Yeah. Okay, you're in Lisbon. Yeah. I already know. That's the place to go, man. That's the place to go. I was right there in Barcelona. It would only cost like $200 to go. Like maybe $100, $200 to fly over to Lisbon. It was real close, but I didn't get a chance to go to Lisbon. But that's on. I needed to get that stamp. Okay. But hey, dog, what's up with them Cubans? What's up with them Cubans? Okay. Yo, what's up with them Cubans? All right. Straight up. Leap Nation. Hit me on IM, on DM, on Facebook. Okay. Straight up. All right. Yeah. That's right. Bill. Pay my bills. All right, Leap Nation. I work in Canada. I get taxed UAD per year. I'd rather live in the States and get taxed way less. Everywhere you go, man, you're getting your pockets ran through. Okay. All right, y'all, man. Love all y'all, man. But hey, don't act like Uncle Shaq ain't came in there and tried to save y'all and try to help you guys. I'm trying to let you know I'm gonna be talking about this subject a lot. I'm gonna be talking a lot about a lot of things, money, stock market. We're gonna get back to what we normally talk about, man. But understand over here, man. Whatever's hot and whatever's the topic that needs to be discussed, that's the focus. I'll holler at y'all. I got to go in here and eat my expensive dinner that's going to cost even more. Tariff up, y'all. Not check it.